What's going on, guys? I'm Ryan, and I had a video request regarding a problem when loading the pack. Um, so I'm just gonna kind of go through that right now. If you haven't seen the computer specs, you should take a look at that. I post them up, but I'll just say it again right here. You guys are going to need to have at least 4 or 5 gigabytes of RAM allocated. If you don't have, 6 gigabytes on your computer of RAM memory, it's just not gonna work. It's too many mods, and I mean, if you're really looking to game, then your best option is probably buying or investing in a better computer, just simply because it's not gonna work. So I would try a smaller mod pack, as this one's more of a larger one for those people who looking into, hardcore gaming, as I like to call it. But anyways, I'm going to show you how to fix it if you do have that and it still loads up to the black screen and closes out, or does say Mojang, it just closes out and goes back to the launcher. So first things first, you're going to go over to the Technic launcher, because when this happens, it usually means it's just a RAM allocation. I mean, the pack works. If it ever doesn't work, I mean, I test it myself, and I mean, it's no different for me. It's still a public download that I have to do. So, if it works for me, it'll work for other people. It's just, I have a better computer, so it usually does mean that it's an issue regarding your computer. So anyways, go to launcher options, and you'll see a tab over here. It says Java settings, and click on that. And make sure that you have the right version of Java. It really shouldn't matter, because obviously if you're playing this, I mean, I use this version right here. You can go ahead and look at it, but it's Java 1.8, and I really don't like Java at all. It's really not a good service, but you have to get it. It's just what's required. As you can see, I have 10 gigabytes. I have a 16 gigabyte computer, and it reserves 1 gigabyte for computer processes, and then it lets me do 15, but I usually just do 10, because, in case I have other programs open, I don't want this eating up all of it. So Java arguments, you can usually just leave blank. Make sure if you have if you have a 4 gigabyte computer, I recommend you do 3. If you have a 8, I recommend you do 6 or 7. The more memory you have, the better it will run. If you don't have that, if you have to run on 1 or 2 gigabytes, I can't guarantee that it's going to load or install the first time. You also want to make sure your connection is good, make sure you're connected to the internet pretty well, and that really that's what's going to be causing the problem if you can't install and download the pack and open it up, because it's always going to work. I test it like every 30 minutes to make sure. So, it's definitely not my part that's broken. But anyways, even if the problem does persist, you can try this. It might be an internal problem with your modpack, so just go find a way to the .technic folder. If you have any problems getting there, just let me know and I can show you in the comments. But get to your .technic folder, go to the modpacks, click on this modpack, which might say Hexx overloaded because it's the old name. If it does close out, you can go to crash reports, and it might actually show a crash report. So here is a crash report that I had for the latest one, and this is just me testing new mods that are going to be in the future updates. And here's a future look, so you can get a future look on what updates are coming. Alright, perks of being on YouTube, people. Alright, anyways, by here, usually in the front, this one's kind of more of an advanced one. I'm just missing a plugin, and it's not, let's say ID error or something like that. Whatever it says up here, you can even link it to me or give me your Skype, and we can do a file share, and I can look at it for you and see what's going on. But if an item ID error or something like that, just post it in the comments and I can see what the issue is. But I mean, it really shouldn't matter. It might say Java error, and that's your Java. So either update your Java or allocate more RAM like I showed you. But other than that, if you still have a problem, it's more of your computer's issue. So that's more of a Google question. I would ask, why isn't my computer using all of its CPU or anything like that. But that's basically all I can do for you guys regarding this, but it was a highly requested video, so that's really all I can do for you. I mean, there's nothing else to really do. It's just kind of basic. So you know, guys, um, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll try to help as much of you that I can. I mean, keep in mind I'm not constantly on my computer, so just bear with me here. So, and don't be surprised if you see a server soon. So